Berachot Perek Bet Mishnah Bet. As always, I dedicate this learning to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Says the Mishnah, Eluhain bein haprakim. These are the bein haprakim. We learned in previous Mishnayot that there are certain opportunities or certain times when a person can interrupt if a person talks to him, or even if a person comes to him, he can initiate a conversation. Bein haprakim. Rav Yehuda said that was, l'chvod, for kavod, mipnei kavod, mipnei yirah. But in order to know when a person can initiate or respond to conversation, he needs to know also what are the bein haprakim. So the Mishnah says there the following, and then we'll see it inside. Bein bracha rishona l'shniya, between the first and second bracha. Bein shniya l'shema, between the second bracha and shema. In the morning it's ahava rabbah and shema. Ubein shema v'haya'im shamor, between shema and the second chapter v'haya. Bein v'haya'im shamor le'vayomer, between v'haya'im shamor and vayomer. Ubein vayomer le'emet v'yatziv, and between vayomer and emet v'yatziv. Emet v'yatziv is the last bracha of Kriyat Shema, which ends with Ga'al Yisrael. Rabbi Yehuda Omer, ben vayomer le'emet v'yatziv lo yafsik. A person should not interrupt between vayomer and emet v'yatziv. Let's see this inside in the Shema itself, in the Tefillah itself. Okay? So the first bracha we said was, the first perek is from Yotzei Or until Berachot Hashem Yotzei HaMe'orot. Okay? That's one perek, so therefore you should not interrupt. Anything in between is called Be'emtza perek. After this perek is called Bein HaPrakim, right here before you start Abba Rabbah. And that's the time that Rabbi Yehuda was talking about, Meshiv, Shoel Mipnei HaKavod, etc. The second bracha, the second perek is Abba Rabbah until Abacher B'Maisrael B'Yahava. Then there is Shema. The third one is from Shema until Bisharecha. V'haya'im Shamoa until Al Haaretz. Kimei Hashamayim Al Haaretz. Vayomer until Hashem Elokeichem Emet. Now, why did Rabbi Yehuda say, here we are, Rabbi Yehuda Omer bein emet v'yatziv lo yafsik. You'll notice that in the Torah, the way the words appear in the Torah, if you look it up, you'll see the last pasuk is Ani Hashem Elokeichem, Asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelokim, Ani Hashem Elokeichem. There is no word emet in the Torah. The next bracha begins really emet v'yatziv. At night it's emet ve'emunah. But Chazal felt that it was the name of God is emet. One of the names of God is truth. So it's inappropriate to distinguish, to even separate it all between Hashem Elokeichem and emet. And that's why we do it in davening. Ani Hashem Elokeichem emet. So therefore, said Rabbi Yehuda, it's inappropriate to interrupt in between Hashem Elokeichem and emet. So therefore you shouldn't interrupt in this section between these two prakim. Let's go back to our Mishnah. The Mishnah now will analyze the order of the parshiot, the chapters, as they appear in our Siddur, the way Chazal ordered them. Because when we look at the parshiot themselves, we'll see that chronologically they're not in order. If we go chronologically, we notice that the third chapter of Vayomer Hashem Moshe about Tzitzit starts in Bamidbar. Then the next one chronologically is Shema, which is Dvarim Perek Vav, and the final one is V'haya, which is Dvarim Perek Yud Aleph. So the Mishnah wants to know, why are they out of order? Let's go back to our Mishnah. Says the Mishnah, Eluain ben Haprak. Amar Rabbi Yoshua ben Karcha. Said Rabbi Yoshua ben Karcha, Lama kidma Shema v'haya'im shamor. Why did we say Shema before v'haya'im shamor? Ideally, what the Mishnah is really asking is, why, if they're out of order, then why put this one ahead of that one? Ella, rather, First, a person should accept upon himself the yoke of heaven. That's what we do when we say Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. We accept upon ourselves the yoke of heaven. That's called Kabbalat Ol Malchut Shamayim. The acceptance of the yoke, the yoke of the kingdom of heaven. So first you have to be Mekabel Ol Malchut Shamayim. V'achar kach yikabel alav Ol Mitzvot. And only afterwards, then you accept the old mitzvot. If we look at Shema, what's V'haya'im Shema about? So Shema is Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. But the second part of Shema, V'haya'im Shema, if you listen, Asher El Mitzvotai Asher Anochi Mitzavcha. You listen to the mitzvot that I give you. It's a chapter that discusses basically reward and punishment. If you listen to the mitzvot, then V'natatim et ha'aretz lachem, I'll give you rain, and I'll give you grain. etc., etc. And if you don't, Hishamu lachem pen yifteh lebabchem, lest you are torn away, or you are seduced by your hearts, etc., etc., and then bad things will happen. So basically, Vayam Shamar is the old mitzvot. Keep the mitzvot, things are good. Don't keep the mitzvot, things are not good. Therefore, you should be Kadesh Kabel Ol Malchut Shamayim Tchila, V'achar Kach Yikabel Ol Mitzvot. What about, why is he has V'haya Im Shamoa Levayomer? Why is V'haya Im Shamoa before Vayomer? Why? Shev'haya Im Shamoa Noheg Bayom Uvalayla. Vayomer Eno Noheg Ela Bayom. This actually is somewhat contradictory to the Mishnah we saw before, okay, which said that Mazkirin Yitzit Mitzrayim Balelot. But what it's referring to is the following. Vayam Shamoa talks about you should say these words. You should put these words on your heart and on your soul, and you should say them both in the morning and at night. But Vayomer speaks about you should make for yourself tzitzit. And then one of the words that it says is, okay, these words, and you should see the tzitzit. When do you see the tzitzit? Only when it's day. From this, Chazal derive that mitzvah tzitzit is really only during the day. Sometimes we wear our bakavot at night, but nonetheless, the mitzvah of tzitzit is based on the re'item oto. Since that's only a daytime mitzvah, therefore Chazal said, since Harshat V'hayam Shamoa is both in the day and at night, therefore, according to the Mishnah, V'hayam Shamoa is Vayom U'balayla, day and night, so it goes first. Vayomer Eno Noheg Ela Bayom, and therefore it goes second. As always, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to email me, rspolter@gmail.com. Have a great day.